As we approach the month of July 2025, many South Africans who rely on social grants are eager to know the latest updates regarding the South African Social Security Agency's SASSA payment dates and the amounts they can expect to receive. Social grants play a crucial role in providing financial support to vulnerable groups, including children, the elderly, and people with disabilities. For millions across the country, these payments help meet basic needs such as food, housing, healthcare, and education. It is therefore essential to stay informed about the payment schedules and any changes in grant amounts. SASSA, being the government body responsible for administering social grants, has once again confirmed the payment dates for July 2025. These dates are set with consideration to ensure that beneficiaries have timely access to their funds to cover their monthly expenses. The payments will be processed both through electronic transfers into bank accounts and via cash payments at various pay points across the country, including post offices, retail stores, and other designated centers. For the month of July 2025, payments will begin on the first working day of the month. Beneficiaries can expect their grants to be available from July 1st onward. SASSA usually follows a staggered payment schedule based on the type of grant and the beneficiary's identification number, in order to manage cash flow efficiently and prevent overcrowding at pay points. The first group to receive payments will generally be those whose ID numbers end in 0, followed by groups with ID numbers ending in 1, then 2, and so forth. This system ensures a smooth distribution process and allows SASSA to address any issues that may arise promptly without causing widespread delays. Each group will have a specific payment date within the first 2 weeks of July. It is important for beneficiaries to check their specific payment date with SASSA, either online through the official SASSA website, via SMS notifications, or by contacting SASSA call centers. Regarding the amounts to be paid out, SASSA has maintained the current grant values for the different types of grants. These amounts are designed to provide a minimum level of financial assistance based on the particular needs of the grant category. For instance, the Older Persons Grant, which supports elderly citizens above a certain age threshold, will remain at its current monthly amount. Similarly, the Disability Grant, aimed at supporting individuals unable to work due to physical or mental impairments, will continue with the established payment amount. The Child Support Grant, one of the most widely received social grants in South Africa, remains a vital source of support for families with children under the age of 18. This grant helps to cover essential needs such as food, schooling materials, and clothing. The grant amount for July 2025 has been maintained to ensure continued assistance to these vulnerable households. Likewise, the Care Dependency Grant, which supports caregivers of children with severe disabilities, and the Foster Child Grant, which aids families caring for children placed in their care by the court, will also maintain their current amounts. While there has been no announced increase in the grant values for July 2025, it is important to note that these payments are part of a broader social safety net that continues to be reviewed annually. Government officials periodically assess the adequacy of grant amounts in relation to inflation and cost of living changes. However, any increases or adjustments typically take place at the start of the new financial year or in response to urgent socioeconomic needs. The reliability and consistency of SASSA payments are vital to many South Africans who depend on this income to survive. For this reason, SASSA has reinforced measures to ensure payments are made on time without interruptions. These measures include upgrading payment systems, working closely with the South African Post Office and banks, and implementing safeguards against fraud and corruption. Beneficiaries are encouraged to verify their grant status and payment dates regularly to avoid any confusion or delays. In the past, challenges such as incorrect documentation, changes in personal information, or expired biometric data have led to delays in receiving payments. SASS has urged beneficiaries to keep their information up to date, especially their contact details and biometric records, which are critical for verification during payment processing. In addition to checking the payment dates, beneficiaries should also be aware of the payment methods available to them. SASSA facilitates multiple payment channels to accommodate different needs. For those with bank accounts linked to their social grants, payments are directly deposited on the specified date, allowing immediate access to funds via ATMs, EFT, or card purchases. For beneficiaries without bank accounts, SASS partners with retail outlets, the post office, and other payment points where cash payments can be collected. This dual system aims to maximize accessibility across urban and rural areas. In July 2025, SASS also plans to continue its outreach programs to educate beneficiaries on how to safely collect their grants and avoid scams. Unfortunately, social grant recipients are often targeted by fraudsters who attempt to exploit them through fake agents or phishing schemes. The agency regularly issues warnings to beneficiaries to only rely on official communication channels and to never share personal or banking details with unauthorized persons. Furthermore, SASS is also working with community organizations and local government officials to identify and assist individuals who may have difficulty accessing their grants, such as the elderly, disabled, or those living in remote areas. Mobile payment units and temporary pay points may be deployed where necessary to ensure no beneficiary is left behind. On the administrative side, SASS continues to improve its application and reapplication processes for social grants. Those who are newly eligible or need to renew their grant applications are encouraged to submit their documents early to avoid missing payment cycles. July is a critical month in this regard, as many people review their grant status mid-year to ensure ongoing support. The importance of these social grants cannot be overstated. In a country where unemployment rates remain high and economic challenges persist, social grants offer a vital lifeline for millions. They help reduce poverty, improve food security, and enhance access to healthcare and education. Moreover, social grants contribute to economic activity in local communities as recipients spend their payments on goods and services. Looking ahead, while the current payment schedule and amounts remain stable for July 2025, ongoing economic developments and government policy decisions could lead to future changes. Stakeholders, including advocacy groups, economists, and policymakers, continue to discuss the adequacy and sustainability of the social grant system. For now, beneficiaries can prepare for July's payments by ensuring their registration details are accurate, knowing their specific payment dates, and planning their budget accordingly. It is also advisable to monitor official SASSA communications for any updates or announcements that may affect payment processing. To summarize the key information without formal headings, July 2025 social grant payments will begin on July 1st, following the usual ID number-based staggered schedule. Payment amounts remain consistent with previous months, with no announced increases. Grants covered include the Older Persons Grant, Disability Grant, Child Support Grant, Care Dependency Grant, and Foster Child Grant. Beneficiaries can receive payments via bank deposits or cash at designated pay points. SASSA continues to focus on timely payments, fraud prevention, and community outreach to ensure accessibility and support. It is essential for beneficiaries to verify their payment dates and update their personal information to avoid delays. In conclusion, as July 2025 approaches, millions of South Africans dependent on social grants can expect continuity in their payments. While the government balances fiscal constraints and social needs, the commitment to providing essential support through SASSA remains clear. Staying informed and proactive about payment schedules and procedures will help beneficiaries make the most of this critical assistance.